Oh, Nathan Wheeler got married today.
What did you say?
Nathan Wheeler got married today,
Oh,
or
of
maybe
Camp Rainy
yesterday.
Mountain fame. That was live on the program. Very good. All right, we're live on the program here, live on our Facebook page and on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. 12 Points live stream broadcasting monthly from your Facebook feed and live on our YouTube channel, reminding you to like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you get an update on when we post more videos. Join us on our YouTube channel for more tips, tricks, and best practices as we continue to provide more tutorials, adventure videos, a glimpse of Scouts in action, all spring and summer long, brought to you by the Scouts of the Northeast Georgia Council, young people on a mission seeking adventure and connecting to the timeless values of scouting. Join us throughout the year. We're in that pre-show phase here, Phil. Alex, there's not going to be a slide about what did you do this weekend. So this is the time here before the 6 o'clock hour when we get started on the show. The show is not officially begun, but there y'all are.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, folks, if you're joining us before the show starts, be sure to drop those comments and shout outs down in the comments below throughout the show. And of course, be quick on the keyboard because there is a giveaway. Oh, do we have a giveaway, Phil? I forgot to ask you. Just kidding. We have a giveaway, and it's right here. It is the cook set, more of the cook set.
Love
One
it.
cook set here, going home with somebody today.
That's fitting because
what did you guys do this weekend?
Backpacking.
Phil?
I had the pleasure of spending my weekend up at the beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain with the 2024 Rainy Mountain Summer Camp Leadership Team.
Nice.
Doing our third director's training weekend, getting ready for our camp this summer.
All right, that's awesome. Sounding good.
Great.
Looking good, I'm hoping.
Perfect weather. They did a fantastic job, and we're ready for camp to get started. We could start tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
Well, that's good to know. All right. And Alex, what did you get up to?
Oh man, I was having so much fun being neck deep in paperwork for Scout Show.
Getting ready for Scout Show coming up next weekend. You've got some time on the board.
It's going to be a lot of fun, but fun means paperwork on the backside. So
yeah, no, that's good. Well, we're glad you're there doing it.
Yeah.
We're straight up and down 6 o'clock in the evening. It's time to start the show. Welcome to the 12 Points live stream broadcast brought to you by Trails End. Plan your ideal year of scouting. Trails End will help you and your troop or pack make it popcorn possible with Trails End popcorn. You're going to hear more about that in the ideal year of scouting brunches coming up over the summer. Stay tuned for that. Dates and locations will be set very soon. The live stream show that we provide here, it gives you an opportunity to drop your comments, questions, and shout outs down below. And we'll mention those live on the program, as well as this show is about tips, tricks, and best practices. Throughout the show, we'll provide some, but we want your input as well. So drop that down in the comments and be a part of the show. This show works better when you participate. So welcome, everybody, to the show. We've got a couple of viewers. Drop that shout out down in the comments and we'll recognize you. Let's see where everybody's from. It's going to be a good show today. We got a lot and it's jam packed. So we're going to, we're taking an in-depth dive on a couple of items here today. On today's show, the big summer camp preview show. Alex and Phil are joining me, yours truly, Daniel Victorio. And it's the big summer camp preview. And Rusty says, hi. Rusty, what pack or troop are you from? Let us know where you hail from and drop that down in the comments. Thanks for being with us today. Here's you can get a screenshot of our show preview if you are watching the rebroadcast afterwards. You'll be able to skip ahead to any one of the topics that most interests you. But that's what we're going to cover today. Everybody know your parts. Everybody know where we're going.
Let's do this.
For 70 years, Camp Rainy Mountain has been the travel destination for summer camp enthusiasts of the true outdoor adventure and long remains the South's premier gateway to the pristine backcountry that is the North Georgia mountains. A short backpacking trip to our east, the Carolina border, and the Chattooga River, Georgia's only wild and scenic river, and just to our south, Mount Currahee, made famous in Band of Brothers, and now a climbing destination. And then just to our west, Dahlonega, home of America's second major gold rush in 1928, and depicted on our council shoulder patch. And I'm going to tell you a little bit why we mentioned all three of those locations later, specifically Dahlonega. But Camp Rainy Mountain is when you visit Camp Rainy Mountain, you visit not just a summer camp, but a preserved world of history and tradition. It's the magic, and it remains a beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain, our 70th anniversary. Phil, give us some more details about the 70th anniversary and our camp staff coming up.
Yeah, man, we are so excited to host all the troops we have coming up this summer. We've got a lot of them. We do still have some limited spaces left, so if your troop is looking for a summer camp home in 2024, Camp Rainy Mountain 70th anniversary has got to be right for you.
Absolutely.
Lots of awesome merit badge opportunities. Our first year new trail program, high adventure opportunities for all of your older scouts. We've got something for everybody at Camp Rainy Mountain.
And it is going to be an awesome summer up there. Let's see. Rusty hails from 106 St. Helens in Oregon.
Wow.
Okay, that's a first for us. Welcome to North Georgia. We're glad you're on the show. We've got a lot. We've got a lot to provide for you. Hopefully, if you find this content valuable, or at least in the very least entertaining, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned and stay with us. We've got a big show today, and we hope you'll travel from Oregon to come see us here on the opposite corner of America. Let's start with we started with this was supposed to be number one, and forgive me, I put my sheet down. My studio is in shambles. I'm redoing the whole thing again, so I've got just this paper laying everywhere. That's how I'm running the show today. That's how I'm running the board today. Pathfinders is up first, and there's 4 big reasons to register right now for Pathfinders at Scoutland. It's about merit badges, advancement, Scouts BSA. Click that QR code in the corner there and find out more about Pathfinders. And how many, Phil, is it? Is it 35 or 40 different merit badges?
Yeah, right,
35 merit badges and like 43 classes altogether.
Holy cow. There's so much going on. There's 2 weeks of it, and I'll post another slide of it in just a second, but 2 weeks, 10 full days. You could do 1 merit badge a day through the entire thing. A lot of merit badges that we don't offer at the traditional summer camp. And so look, here's a way for you to become a real influencer. You got to take radio merit badge, photography merit badge, movie making merit badge, maybe even communications, all 4 of which are offered at Pathfinders, and they fill quickly. Pathfinders is a destination for Eagle required merit badges. Mm-hmm. So first aid, cooking, citizenships of all varieties, communications, and others. So if you're seeking an Eagle required merit badge, didn't have time to take one while you were at Camp Rainy Mountain because you were doing high adventure or some other path, come to Pathfinders. It takes 1 day, get on the board and be with us. Also, reason number 3, Pathfinders, some of the popular merit badges fill quickly. And you'll even notice when you go on to register right now, cooking merit badges, some of those slots are already full. So don't wait. That's one that people need. It fills at every camp. But cooking, archery, shooting sports, the things of those kinds, they fill up so quickly. You know, if you go to Pathfinders, this was all started centering around trades. There's a big movement in America now to learn trades. Welding's one of them. It's very popular, and it will fill quickly. So those are just 4 reasons. Join us for Pathfinders June 10th through the 14th or June 17th through the 21st. Hit that QR code. It'll take you to our huge menu of options for the Pathfinders program going on at Scoutland in Gainesville. Guys, I haven't been to Pathfinders personally in a while, but some comments or added things I might have missed about what are some other big reasons to go to Pathfinders this year?
It is a fantastic experience. The best thing about Pathfinders is you can sign up for the whole week, or you can just sign up for 1 day if there's 1 merit badge. you really got to get, you can do that. It's a great time to meet other scouts from across the council and actually from across the area. I know we have scouts coming in from the Carolinas, from Tennessee.
Yep.
And then, last but not least, you can also be, you can get lunch.
And I should have.
That way you don't have to worry about it yourself.
Yeah,
For those parents, that's a good one.
Very good. Okay.
It's a great opportunity for your new crossover scouts who just joined Scouts BSA. Maybe they just joined the troop. This is a great way for them to get a head start with earning a couple merit badges at the start of their summer.
Okay. I guess there's a lot. I should have thought to put a big the list of merit badges that we do offer because there's a bunch in there that are so unique that they don't offer at regular summer camps typically.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, chance to get started on some of those at Pathfinders going on in June at Scoutland. All right, next up, number 3, Ranger Camp. And we talked a lot about this one in the last show, but I thought of our buddy Rusty that's on coming from Oregon. We've had scouts from all over the country come to Ranger Camp. It's the only one like it. It was featured in Scout. I guess it was called Boys Life magazine back then, but
at that point.
Scout Life magazine back in the late 90s. And we've had scouts from flying from all over the country to be a part of Ranger Camp. It takes place at the actual 5th Ranger Battalion facility at Camp Frank D. Merrill, working alongside real Army Rangers. It's actually the Army Rangers go through a mountaineering section of their training, and this is where they do it. And for 1 week out of the summer, we do Ranger Camp. So thank you to the U.S. Army Rangers and the 5th Ranger Battalion for hosting us. It's going to be awesome, and it's just it's going to be a big time. I went to Ranger Camp as a youth a long time ago. So. Did either Phil? Did you go to Ranger Camp when you were a scout?
I never went to Ranger Camp, but I know a lot of people that did. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah, it's a lot different now. They don't make you do push-ups in the rain anymore. I don't think they're allowed to do that. But oh man, we had to do that. But very cool. Hey, drop your comments and shout-outs down in the comments below right now, so we know you're here. And let us know. We've got a giveaway coming up. It doesn't work without you. So make sure that you've got some questions loaded up too. You might have a question about Ranger Camp or some of the other activities that are going on. It is a promotion of our events, but also a preview so that so that you can ask all kinds of questions about how these things work and how to have a successful week at camp. So there's Wesley, woohoo, the annual How to Go Camping show. Welcome to the show, Wesley. Stay tuned and stay with us. We've got glad you're with us, by the way. And we'll keep moving on. Here we go. That was Ranger Camp. Next up is NYLT. I'll spend a little bit of time on this one. NYLT week 1 is virtually full. We may have one spot left in the May 27th through June 1 course. So, which is great news. And we're climbing the charts in week 2 as well. Every troop should have at least one scout, but really 2 scouts that need to be trained to be leaders. It helps your troop be a better troop, interacting with other scouts from around the council. You don't have to be from this council either to go to National Youth Leadership Training. It's a national training program. It follows a national syllabus, and the training for which leaders have to go to a national training. So welcome aboard. Let's see. Looking forward to hearing about all that's going on this summer. And we're only on number 4. So you're going to hear a bunch. Troops 54, 57, and 205. Is that are you from Cumming, Georgia? Is that Etowah district? We're keeping tabs on that too, right, guys? So I'm still waiting to see my old faithfuls from the Appalachia district here, but
and Sweetwater,
yeah. So we got Sweetwater, we've got Oregon in the house. Yeah, Julie says yes. Etowah, thank you for joining us. Etowah in the house today. And Julie, stay tuned. We're coming up on point 6 today, or coming up at the end of point 5 today is our giveaway. So stay tuned and stay with us. And while National Youth Leadership Training is real leadership training, it's it's not. We're not going to talk about traits of a leader. We're not going to talk about how to copy other leaders. We're going to talk about We're going to talk about the skills of becoming a leader. And on the show today, the staff said, let's wear camp shirts. And my camp shirt today, you can't tell because my microphone hides it, is my NYLT staff shirt from I think it was 2017. But anyway, so I'm repping the NYLT crew here today. All right, what questions or points did I miss on NYLT, Alex and Phil? Coming right up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll keep it moving. Okay.
Yeah,
Alex, here's your big moment. We're going on to Scout Show. This
All
week.
Right. Woo. Let's do it. Next weekend, we have Scout Show happening at Gwinnett County Fairgrounds. We, believe it or not, still have troops and packs that are signing up to camp. That is an option. We still have openings for Friday through to Sunday where you can camp at the fairgrounds. That way you don't have to wake up early to be able to get yourself the Scout Show. You can still have so much fun, especially with the camping. We have Friday night a movie, and Saturday night we're having a movie with full concessions on those. So you're going to have a lot of fun if you do the overnight experience. But the biggest part is with Scout Show, everything that is going on, rope bridges, bows and swings. We have an obstacle course. We have a disc golf course that's going to be doing a pop-up. We have some of the classics like our Possum River, which is the kayak experience put on by Troop 504. Not to mention everything happening inside the exhibit hall. And this year we have a Explorer competition happening in the parking lot on Davis Road. So you get to see 10, 12 different police departments going off against each other to see who can be the best law enforcement in the area. So It's going to be a great experience. And I haven't even touched the most important part, which is that next slide.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Pinewood Derby.
I'm going on your cue there.
Right? I know how this goes.
Yeah.
So Pinewood Derby happening in the main exhibit hall during Scout Show in the afternoon. The Sweetwater and Appalachia districts are having their district Pinewood Derbies in the morning. So make sure you reach out to your district folks if you need to know when you can check in your cars, how to check in your cars. For the council race, though, please have them in before 10 o'clock. That way there's time to get all the cars entered in for the council race. And it gives enough time for our council folks to be able to put in Appalachia and Sweetwater once they complete their district races. So yeah, please get it in as quickly as possible. It is going to be a lot of fun. And if you have a moment, make sure you adults make your own car for the Outlaw race. Also called the Open race because there really aren't any rules. It is open to anyone to participate. Again, have your car be under a pound, so 16 ounces or less. Please make sure you do not use any external accelerators. So no rocket engines, no rubber band powered wheels. Gotta make sure that we're keeping it fair on that side, keeping it gravity powered. Nothing battery operated too. Put that out there because someone said, well, what if I put a propeller on it? No.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Julie says, I'll be there for the Council Pinewood Derby. Are you coming for the regular championship race, or are you with your scout, or are you participating in the outlaw race, Julie? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
and who else has a car in the outlaw race this year?
Well, I know I'm entering my car into the outlaw race.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
Right?
Yeah, very good.
It's just at a pound, 16 ounces. I'm happy.
If you like the small cars, you might like the big cars.
Yes.
At the car show at Scout Show.
So we actually have 3 popular vote awards and then 1 Grand Master Award. I don't even want to call it Scout Executives Award. Our fearless leader, Trip, is going to be walking around and choosing his most favorite car for their own award as well. So there's 4 awards for this one. But the cool part, this car show is open to any car to enter. And let me tell you, last year we had a wide range of I'm going to say probably the nicest classic cars, the ones that are still in progress, still working on them. And then we also had a lot of new cars as well. And those gathered just as much attention as the old cars. It was fun to see. So it's a great experience.
This it's like one of my favorite things, and they usually set up. Is it going to be set up right outside of the exhibit hall, right there?
Yeah. The car show, depending on how many cars we get, it's going to be in front of the District Pinewood Derby tracks, and then it should extend out towards the main exhibit hall as well. So
that will be
see lots of cars.
There's a lot of different things going on at the Scout Show this year. But it's a lot. So there may be one or more reasons why you want to be there. Of course, Julie letting us know that her 5th grader got best in show at the pack level, and she says debating outlaw for myself.
Should definitely do outlaw as well. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you again, and I hope to see you there at the Pinewood Derby race. Then, all right. So we'll let's see. Phil, is this you on day camp and twilight camps?
It sure can. We're less than 2 months away from our first day in twilight camps kicking off in the Northeast Georgia Council. I believe, Daniel, the Appalachia District. You're one of the first ones, so it's hard to believe.
Yes. I always forget about that. Yeah. So we kick things off the week of Memorial Day with our Lawrenceville Twilight Camp going on.
Yep, it's hard to believe, but we're almost there. We're less than a month away from our early registration deadline. So make sure to get your signups in, get your spot reserved for camp. It's a great opportunity to get your scouts ahead of the game. They start working on day and twilight camp activities for the next year's rank. So as soon as June 1st hits, they start working on the next rank of activities. These are some of the day camps that we have coming up in your area. They're spread all across our 26 county area. So there's one right in your own backyard. Follow that QR code. That'll take you to sign up for one of those camps right there.
That's the daytime camps. They go from 9 to what?
9
what
to 3.
9 to 3. All right, for a daytime day camp. Yep. And then our twilight camp selection here on this side. Again, hit that QR code. Sign up before the early bird registration deadline to get that big discount.
Get some good discount. May 10th. Get in before May 10th.
And here's Scott joining us on the YouTube channel. Says, love these guys. Great scouting info. Thanks for being with us, Scott. Glad you're on the show. And stay tuned for the giveaway. It could go to someone on the Facebook channel or on the YouTube channel. It doesn't matter where you watch us from. You're joining us live on the 12 Points live stream broadcast. And next up, a little deeper dive. We talked about it last week or last month. The Scoutland Cub Scout Summer Quest, brand new for 2024. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of a more in depth in the bug crawl coming up June 15th. It's a half-day program, starts in the morning and goes till about noon. Lunch is provided if you request it, or I think you order it when you register online for bug crawl. We'll take an in-depth dive into the world of bugs. You'll build your own bug box that you get to take home with you. It says, I hope the giveaway is a new car or a fire starter. Close. That was supposed to go before we started talking about about Quest. Let's you know what? It's a live stream show, folks. Sometimes we make mistakes. Let's back that thing up. Sorry, Alex, this is all you.
This is all me. All right. So, Danny,
not a slide for the great prize giveaway. Scott, by the way, you made it on time.
Yeah, everyone who's on right now will be able to have a chance to get their very own. You mind holding that up, Daniel?
Oh yeah, sorry. Today's giveaway.
There you go.
Is the cook set. It actually comes with two. One smaller than this, plus a cup and a couple of other things inside a neat mesh bag. It's the campsite cook set, and you'll get a brand new one. This is my used version. It's the exact same pot with this adorable little lid and the swing out handles, not chewed on by a dog. But yours will come new in a box, and I've got that for you at the Scout Shop. You can pick it up at the Scout Show. And Alex, what do they got to do to win?
So you have to be the first to answer and answer correctly. So we're adding a little bit extra, pressure to you this time around. The question is, What year was the first year of Camp Rainy Mountain?
Oh,
What was the
okay.
first year we had campers up at Rainy Mountain?
A little bit of quick math to go along with that. If it's our 70th anniversary here in 2024, let's click that back a notch. And, get it close, but get it in there first. And let's see, drop it down in the comments right now. And we'll see who wins the cook set. It's not going to be, let's see, Scott, you don't win with that one, but take your guess real quick. And we'll move on in the show. Let's see. Let's go right here. By the way, and I think Doug, are you on the show today? Oh,
He
yep,
is on
there's
the
his
show.
answer. Okay. Was it Doug that won the
Yeah,
Callaway golf balls last
yes, it
month?
is.
I think it was. I wrote it down somewhere. But anyway, I still got to get that to you. And if you're going to Scout Show, I'll bring the basket. Scott, you said Scott on the show, Scott on the YouTube channel. Steve, you about missed the question. Give him the question one more time. I don't know.
All right, Steve, just for you. What year was the first year we had campers at Rainy Mountain?
Well, first year of summer camp at Rainy Mountain. Steve joining us live on the program today to win the cook set here. And we've got some answers coming in. Let's see here. Doug says, I'll be at Scout Show. That's not a winner. Scott says 1954. Is that? Well, let me show you his first answer, by the way, because he said in the 50s. Now that's good math, Scott. Jessica, that's not a win. That's the right answer, but that's not a winner. Let's see. Doug answered earlier. That's the right answer, but not a winner. Julie, big winner of the day.
Nice.
Take home the cook set. And we know you're going to be at Scout Show. Just come find Daniel, Alex, or Phil and pick up your prize. Thank you guys for joining us today on the show. It started out a little bit slow on the comments and and the responses, but we're glad you're with us. And thank you for joining us here on the show today. And we're yes, and Julie says, "Yay, thank you." All right, we've got more giveaways and upcoming shows, guys. Stay tuned and stay with us. We're right in the heart of the order. It's 12 points, and we're on number 6. Actually, we just finished number 6. Flashing up the day camps again. Let's talk more about Cub Scout. The Cub Scout Summer Quest at Scoutland, a new program. And as I mentioned before, Bug Crawl. You'll get to make your own. You'll make your own bug house to cart your own bugs. We'll go on a bug hunt, and you'll get to take that home with you. So Bug Crawl is going to be a lot of fun. That's the first one kicking off the summer. And then in the morning of June 29th is Fish Camp. Fish Camp goes till 9. It's not just a fishing derby. It's going to be we're going to take a close look at fish. We're going to learn about freshwater fish in Georgia. We're going to learn about freshwater conservation and conserving the habitat of freshwater fish, especially on the north end of the lake there at the mouth of the Chattahoochee River. We're gonna clean and cook our very own trout and learn some cooking recipes at Fish Camp, and you'll get to make a fishing bucket seat to carry all your gear in and to sit on while you fish. So that's the big takeaway for that one. Rocket Academy, you all heard about this one. We debuted it in April, actually 1 year ago on this date today. We debuted it and left it up for 10 days, and it filled up to the mark of 50 scouts. And that's the limit. This one will fill up. The registration's open right now. Rocket Academy, very popular last year. You'll build 2 rockets, 1 water, 1 fire. We'll launch them multiple times in an engineering and design challenge. And then, of course, coming up on the weekend of July 6th, Saturday, again, a half day. Scott, let me go back. Steve says that one was very fun. I remember that you brought your scouts there to Rocket Academy last year. I think he's featured in the Rocket Academy video, which I'm going to post a link to at the end of the show today. I want you to go check that out and see how much fun they had at Rocket Academy last year. And that one will fill up. Canoe Cove, July 6th. is the final wrap up one in the morning, and we're not just paddling in a canoe around the lake. We'll do a little swim test and a swimming challenge. You'll get to work with real lifeguards. You'll get to build and engineer and design your own floating canoe out of cardboard as an engineering challenge, and see how well that floats. Then we're going to take a canoe trip out to the island for a treasure hunt. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That is the Scoutland Summer Quest, where the lake is your lab, a deep study into all things Cub Scouting at Cub Scout Summer Quest Scoutland. Hit that QR code. It actually takes you to our link tree. And for all of the activities that we're talking about today, you can hit that link tree or the link in our bio on either of our pages, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram for that matter. And it takes you to the list of all of these links. You can't go wrong. So hit that QR code right there and find out more about Cub Scout Summer Quest going on at Scoutland. Guys, who's excited? Who's excited about this one?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
So Phil and I have been talking about this for over a year now.
A long time.
We literally started talking. Rocket Academy was kind of the launching point, pardon the pun, with Andrew McLemore and his staff. Those guys kind of invented the whole thing. They got really excited about it, and then we got really excited about it. But beyond that, the other three followed with a whiteboard session, a blank whiteboard and a purple marker out of Phil's collection, talking about what are the ones that we think Scouts will want to do. And Steve, thank you for your glowing recommendation here. Everybody else, stay tuned because we're going to talk about more fun stuff for Cub Scouts to do in the summertime. But Summer Quest is... I'm excited about the launch of something new. This is the first year. I should have brought a patch with me, but I'll share a picture of that down in the comments later. The patches are in. They look cool. You can get a season pass to go to all four. Get your season pass. Season pass is available only from now until May 15th. And for the low price of $95, you do all four, and it includes your camper night if you want to camp out with us. And you get the season pass patch and the participant patch. So that's a collector's item. There's not even but a handful of those made. So you can get your season pass before they sell out. Phil, Alex, anything else you're looking forward to or questions, you guys? Does anybody have any questions about Summer Quest? It's brand new, so
it's going to be a ton of fun. I mean, spending a summer day at Scoutland, it doesn't get much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, and you know what? It's easy. It's only a half day. So if you want to go camping, you can. There is a camping option. You purchase that in the registration when you hit that link in the QR code. But the variety of events going on is so cool. I think that Scouts will get a real kick out of it. So, there's not the big hassle of lugging all your camping gear and having to purchase food. Just show up and be ready to have a lot of fun and get some good takeaways to take home with that. So, okay, let's keep moving. That is the Summer Quest. Now, here's another one. This was new last year, Phil, and debuted to a lot of fanfare and success. So congratulations on that. We're talking about the return of resident summer camping for Cub Scouts here in Northeast Georgia at Camp Rainy Mountain. It's the Cub Scout Summer Splash. Phil?
Yep, 4 days and 3 nights of a beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. Come out and join us with the Camp Rainy Mountain staff and our Cub Scouts. It's a really good way to wrap up your summer as we get closer to school starting. Come spend time on the water, hiking, fun crafts, shooting sports. It's going to be a ton of fun. We've already got over 20 people signed up for our activity, so spaces will fill up. But come wrap up your summer the right way with Cub Summer Splash. Jump into the fun.
It is. So I'm going to be there too, Phil. It's going to be a lot of fun. The important thing about this is that there's not a lot of opportunities for Cub Scouts to participate in activities, that involve water. So at day camp, we don't do a lot of like swimming. There's not swimming and canoeing. And you will do a little bit of that at Cub Scout Summer Splash. At the Cub Scout Scoutland Summer Quest. But at this one, it focuses on giving Cub Scouts of the Cub Scout age a chance to work with our professional lifeguards and professionally trained swimming instructors so that they can learn how to and gain a lot of confidence in the aquatics area, because it can be scary. And here's Steve. He went to this last year also, and he says this one is a must go for Cubs.
That's nice.
I don't know of a better way to say it.
Yeah, there isn't. We can get Steve on here. He's our best hype man.
Yeah, Steve should have been our guest host today. He says, we went last year and my AOL got a taste of CRM last spring. And now he is super excited to go to Camp Rainy Mountain with the troop this summer. And that's what that's all about.
Nice.
It's not all, it gives them a taste of what goes on. But he got to work with the professional Camp Rainy Mountain staff. One of the best in the business, the highly motivated and truly dedicated Rainy Mountain Camp staff. And they, I'm glad they put on a good show. It sounds like there were some Cub Scouts there that had a great time. And I'm just excited about the return of resident camp for Cub Scouts and a chance for them to do things like that. What other questions or comments? Drop those down in the comments right now. Give us those kind of shout outs. Steve, thank you for being on the show today and letting and remarking that to other folks. So, just one more look at that. Cub Scouts Summer Splash. Grab that QR code. 2 sessions in July. The first one, July 14th through the 17th. And session 2, July 17th through the 20th. And so that's kind of, do you want to take your Sunday off or your Saturday off? Anyway, the first part of the week or the last part of the week. So we'll have check-in on Sunday and check-in on Wednesday. Very, very, again, another big point about this particular experience is it's very simple. It's very easy for parents to do this. You go register, you come camp with your scouts, but you don't drag all the gear. You're going to stay in summer camp accommodation, so you don't have to set up a tent or a dining fly or any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to bring any of that. You don't have to. Steve,
there you go. That's the important one right there.
He says you don't have to cook. That's right. Yep. You're eating in the dining hall with our summer camp staff. Eats in the dining hall. Our camp chef prepares all of the meals. And so that's more time and more fun in the sun that you don't have to worry about. You gotta go start the charcoals. Jason says it too. Did you go to this one too? Jason on the show. There's Sweetwater too. So we got Cherokee and Sweetwater. I forgot to mention that. No cooking, no tents. That to me that says it all.
That sells it.
So a lot of good reasons to do these last two that we're talking about, Cub Scout Summer Splash and Summer Quest, because I think they're easy and they can be a lot of fun for your Cub Scouts. And also, by the way, get ramped up and geared up for this. Jessica says, sounds great. I think it will be great, and I hope I see you there too. But in the future, in the new Cub Scout program, you'll need to have 3. I can't do 3 underneath my microphone like that. 3 events between May and August with Cub Scouts to earn the belt loop. The new belt loop summertime pack award is an actual loop that they'll earn and get at the first pack meeting. So, and that's how you do it. Go to Cub Scout Summer Splash, go to Scoutland Summer Quest at Scoutland, and go to Day Camp or Twilight Camp. There's your 3. Boom, get a belt loop and you're done. Very good. Okay. There is a lot going on for Cub Scouts too.
Yes, there is.
Starting out, coming up in 2 weeks, and I'll tell you what.
This is a big one.
I may have had to take this slide out. We are almost full at Spring Family Camping Weekend. I can't believe how many people are signed up already. So so far over 600 families have signed, or 600 scouts have signed up to come to Spring Family Camping Weekend. It's going to be big. We knew that. It's the biggest event we put on all year, the biggest camping event that we put on all year. So Spring Family Camping at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain is a chance to be there in the mountains in the spring. It's the most beautiful time of the year to be there with all the trees blooming, and we will have fishing, crafts, games. The theme is outdoor adventure, just like for day camp. I think ours is called Adventure Awaits. But there's a lot of adventure themed activities going on. Man, it is going to be a lot of fun. So, and I'm just glad that there's going to be a ton of people there. We're going to fill up the amphitheater for a huge family night campfire on Saturday night. And there's district representation from every single district now in the registration, plus lots and out of council friends too coming. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you going to be up there that weekend too, Phil?
I will be up there for part of it for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Archery, BB guns. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff at Spring Family Camping Weekend. But go on and secure your spot now before it fills up. Hit that QR code or join us online, nega-bsa.org. To register for really any of these events. The Spring Family Camping is the next one up. So in the order of things, by the way, if you were following along, it's Scout Show next weekend and Spring Family Camping the following weekend. There's a lot of scouts going on right now here before.
This is the busy season.
Holy cow! Before summer gets started, and then we'll be onward and upward towards summer camp. Drop that shout out down in the comments right now. Let us know what pack. Where or what town are you from? Where do you hail from? We like to know the geography of things here, our reach. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications on our YouTube channel to make sure that you get notified when we're going to do new stuff. That was point 9, and we'll move on very quickly through 10, 11, and 12 as we come up on the 41-minute mark here. So yeah. Phil, I don't guess we need to tell anybody about camp cards, except for to say that every scout in your pack or troop needs to go to camp.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a single scout that doesn't, and there's not a single scout in your pack or troop that doesn't need a way to pay his or her own way. And camp cards is the way, even if you're cutting or defraying the cost by selling one or more camp cards. I think to go to day camp or twilight camp or Scoutland Summer Quest, it's 25 cards.
25 cards. That's all it takes.
Okay. So who needs more cards, by the way? If you need more cards, I would say drop it down in the comments, but just direct message me and I'll get you some more cards.
We'll get you some cards for sure.
Absolutely. There is no reason why a scout in your trooper pack isn't going to camp or specifically for financial reasons. Because this is the way. It's the easiest way. $10 for each camp card. I didn't put an example one up there because everybody's camp card is a little different, but a lot of good coupons. Tell us a little more about some of the things we need to know for the end of the camp card selling time, Phil.
Yeah, so camp cards are due to be turned back in next month at Roundtable on Thursday, May the 9th. Hard to believe it's almost here. Make sure to bring in, hopefully you don't have many unsold cards, but your camp card representative from your unit will come to your roundtable, turn in the unsold cards and turn in the money of $6 per card sold. Make sure to get your money in that night because if it's turned in later, you lose $2. So make sure to get it in by roundtable next month.
I was going to say too, if you're a camp card share, fill out the prize form, even if only one scout sells one card, because there are fill out the prize form, gives scouts that sold at the higher levels a chance to win even more money to go towards their big adventure this season. And so, hey, listen, I've got camp cards left over that can be sold. I've got a few south. I got plenty of north in Appalachia, if you're an Appalachia person. Steve says pack Troop 166 and Troop 777. Thanks for being with us. And Wesley just says Sweetwater represent. Represent. and then he says, or turn it in your money and excess cards early. I hear the DEs really like that.
Yeah, I've heard the saying.
I had a couple that turned in. Jason says, shout out from Grayson, pack 499. There's always someone on here from pack 499. It's never the same person every time. Thank you for joining us, 499. And Jason, we're glad you're on the show today too. So very good. All right, that's camp card. Let's move on. I put a slide up here. This is really for you, Phil. it doesn't say camp staff, but this is where we talk about camp staff.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to that link if you have any scout who's 14 or older. We have a few final slots we're looking to fill to work on our 70th anniversary camp staff. We met with the directors this past weekend, and they are so excited to get the ball rolling. So if you have any scouts who are interested in being on staff, it's still got time for a few final slots to fill.
There's a lot of cool things about working on camp staff. Yeah, that's how I got my start. Phil, that's how you got your start. I remember when you were a young staff member way back. Did you work on camp staff, Alex?
I did work on camp staff.
Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. 3.
It's how it goes. Yeah.
There is no more glowing endorsement of, in my opinion, every scout should eventually work on camp staff, and maybe not just at Camp Rainy Mountain. I know a lot of scouts that get a lot out of that get more out of working on the NYLT staff than they did going through NYLT. Of course, that is because they're teaching it. And that's where, that's what's meant by that. But adults, it's the same for you. Be a staff member, even if it's only one day for Pathfinders. Go be a merit badge counselor for Pathfinders and work on the staff, and just see the experience of being, shaping the lives of scouts on the big adventure. It goes beyond just being a scoutmaster. That's no small task, and I don't mean to diminish that, because being a scoutmaster at summer camp is basically like being a staff member too, right?
Yes,
But when you're serving other kids that aren't in your troop, it sort of gives you that feel of how big the world of scouting is, and the reach that I'll still have. I haven't been on a camp staff in 7 or 8 years now. In Northeast Georgia, and I still have scouts that come up and tell me what a great time they had when I was on staff at this day camp or that thing. And so be on staff at day camp. Help, even if it's only for 1 or 2 days. Volunteer at Twilight Camp. We still need staff for the Scoutland Summer Quest. Maybe you have a specialty in bugs or fish or one of these other subjects. Rocket Academy. That's how Andrew McLemore became a staff member at Scoutland. Staffing is a huge opportunity that is a part of the scouting program. So it is the next step for everyone. And Jessica says, she's got a lot of $4.99 pride today. This is Jennifer. Sorry. There's a lot of $4.99 pride today. And Grace and Sarah Dover from Ohio.
Sarah.
Is that our Sarah?
That's our Sarah.
Sarah, come back and see us here in Georgia. Thank you for joining us on the show, Sarah of Scoutland fame. Thank you for being on the show today. Let's see. Are we at the? I put my slide recaps down. Sorry. That was camp set. The last one. Okay, this isn't a summer camp thing, and only because I wanted to put this slide up. Join us for Scout Night with the Stripers. This kicks off summer right here for me. Aside from spring family camping, it's on the Friday before Memorial Day weekend, and it's the first of the Friday fireworks games. And so it's Friday night fireworks after the game. This was one of the most fun things last summer. Was going to this game. We had hundreds of scouts out there doing a big parade around the field. And so, of course, I'm big time hyped about Scout Night with the Gwinnett Stripers. That's our slides for today. All of that brought to you by the Mwogo Lodge of the Order of the Arrow. Thank an Arrowman today, or when you go to the Scout Show, or when you go to any one of these upcoming events throughout the summer. The Mwogo Lodge is a huge part of our ability to promote camping in Northeast Georgia Council and ensure that every scout goes to camp and has a quality experience. Jason says, do we walk the field? If so, what time should we arrive? You'll get that pre-event communication. I'm assuming that it's the same as last year. It's a 7:05 start, so we have to be ready to walk the field. I think it's like 6:15 to go in the field gate. So same, or I don't remember if you went last year, but 6:15 usually at the field gate. You'll know it's the field gate because I'll be standing there in my uniform. And Doug reminds us it's 45 minutes before. So there you go. Anyway, and that means I usually tell people this. That's a really good question. Actually, I get this a lot. because I say 6:15. You got to be parked and walking towards the field gate at 6:15. You can't get there at 6:15. You might be sitting in a long line of cars waiting to park, but you'll get that in your you'll get that in your pre-event communication as well. Jason says, once again, thanks for the great info. We've got great info coming up every month right after following Roundtable through the month of May, talking about summer camp and previewing all of our programs. Josh Stowe says, Troop 5-4. Oh, there's Appalachia. Boom. Got him.
There you go.
Put it on the board.
Josh, you saved me. Thanks. Okay. Troop 514 and Troop 5514 is on the board. And thanks for joining us on today's live stream. We're wrapping it up. Do you have any questions or added shout outs to drop down in the comments? We're just so glad that we get to put on. We're very lucky we get to put on this show every month, the 12 Points live stream as the adventure unfolds. And we want to say thanks and see you at camp. And be sure to like and subscribe and check out some of our other video. I mean, that's the flash page to put up at the end. What else, you guys? Parting words? Anything else we want to share or talk about in the upcoming? I blazed through this. I'm sorry. And actually,
we blazed through it, but it still took us almost an hour. That's how much we
Well, I
have
was gonna
going on
say,
this
We have a
summer.
lot going on.
I thought it was a lot. I thought we were going to go way over time, and I look up at the clock now, and it's only 50 minutes. Oh man, golly, I'm breathing hard over here. we do have a great summer planned, and I just really want to juice it with this 70th anniversary thing. If your troop's not signed up, drop Phil a DM right now, and let's get your troop signed up. No matter how big your troop is, no matter how new your troop is, no matter where you're from, Sarah, Ohio, or what was our guy in Oregon?
Oregon, yeah,
Rusty.
there you go.
Come see us at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain, the South's premier summer camp location. And then beyond that, I just wanted to say to the scouts of the Northeast Georgia Council, seeking merit badges and advancements, go to Pathfinders.
Yeah,
That's an essential. That's a gotta do this summer, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's so much to offer. Ranger Camp, the return of Ranger Camp at the actual Ranger Camp this year. I think, will this be the first time since COVID that we've actually done it at Frank T. Merrill?
Yeah,
So,
first time since COVID.
That's a huge deal, and one of the the most exciting and unique programs that is offered in scouting around the country. Our scout show coming up, we're going to have a showcase of all of these. So do join us at Scout Show, and if you won a prize tonight, by the way, what was the prize? I think that was. Let's go back.
Was
it Julie?
Julie
of Troop 39. Come see me at the I guess at the Pinewood Derby booth if you like. Here's Peter. Sorry I'm late. Had an Eagle Court. Listen, you had to be at the Eagle Court of Honor. That is a must.
That's when you have to be
catching the replay. Which reminds me, if you're just joining us, you can catch the entire show on the rebroadcast. Troop 205. I said the other troop number, but Julie, come see me over at the Council Pinewood Derby booth, and I'll have your prize there. She says, thanks. Wesley says, we will allow it. I think he's referring to Peter's comment.
Yep.
And Jason, you might get the last word here. See you at the Scout Show. I'm coming for you in the Outlaw race. Doug, are you still on the show here? You're getting called out by your buddy Jason. More Sweetwater. It is Sweetwater loaded tonight. Craig is on from Pack 535 and Troop 81. You know what, Wesley? You're gonna get the other. You're gonna get the other cook set tonight, since you had so many Sweetwater folks on. And Phil comments. Phil, is that really you? And 3 awesome hosts. I read that wrong at first. I thought it said 3 awesome hats, and I thought, well, I'm the only one wearing a hat. By the way, quiz time here. No prize available, but I don't know. Can you see it very good? Can you guys see the?
See your own hat.
Yep. But you can't see the little blurb. It's green, so it's green mesh back, and it has a little commemorative thing here. Anybody know what that one says?
It's the 60th anniversary.
Not you, Phil. Of course you. Of course. All right. Well, there wasn't a prize anyway. So this is 10 years old now. 60th anniversary. I can put that one back on the shelf. I'm ready for my 70th anniversary stuff, by the way. Has that come in yet?
It's starting to trickle in. We'll see it soon.
Starting to trickle in. Hey, listen, thanks for joining us on the live stream. If you appreciate this kind of content, thank you, by the way, for going back and rewatching the rebroadcast. Be sure to like and subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and check out some of these other videos.